if you are considering moving to Australia, watch this video and I hope it helps you make that final decision. If you want to find out whether we have snakes and spiders or tarantula or I don't know, all those weird animals walking the streets of Australia, you have to keep on watching this video because I'm going to make sure that point is towards the end of the video. So keep on watching to find out if all those weird things you see online are actually true about Australia, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lolita. If you're seeing baby girl for the very first time, see me for the very first time, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lola and I hope you enjoy this video. So I do videos about lifestyle, thriving, and just, you know, day-to-day life, beauty and all of those things, right? Vlogs. If you're interested in anything like that, then definitely click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment. And if it's your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It is Lolita grazing your screen as always. So today, what are we talking about? We're going to talk about life in Australia. So I've lived here. If you're new to my channel, this is my 5th year living in Australia, right? I've moved here five years now. It's been 5 years and it's just mind-blowing how long that has been and how long it feels and how short it feels at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'll be talking about like 5 years later, is it really still worth it to move in Australia? If I was doing this, if I had to do this all over again, would I do it again? Like, you guys will have to stay to the end of this video to find out what my answer is, okay? So keep on watching. Do not touch that dial. Do not go anywhere, all right? So let's talk about, we're going to get right into it. Let's talk about some of the things that I've noticed as someone that's lived in Australia for this long. It's not been too long, but it's not been too short either. So I feel like at this point, I do have an opinion. So some of the things I would say is, the first thing is, on all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. Do your own research and figure out if this is for you, if moving to Australia is for you, or if it's not. But thing would be that the country boasts of, I have points if I'm looking down, that's why, country boasts of one of the lowest crime rates in the world. So is Australia safe? It is definitely safe, but we will not be delusional and lie that, oh, like petty crimes and theft and all those little things do not happen. They do happen, but like the emergency system, like if you call the police, they would come and all those things, they are actually functional here, is what I would say. So like people still get, like, things still get stolen here and there. I had an incident some months back where I actually literally left my keys at the entrance of my door. I didn't take the key out and I came inside. So nothing happened. I woke up the next morning. I didn't even remember. I was going outside to do something entirely different. And I was like, wow, my key was actually in the door and someone could have opened the door, but nothing happened. I was safe and I feel really safe here. So I guess it depends on the area you live and a few other factors, but it's relatively safe, I would say. It is very family oriented, and also there's a good work-life balance. So if you are hoping to move here as a family person or someone that has kids and all of that, whether you're coming in as a student or you're coming in on a skilled visa, there's definitely a good work-life balance. And what do I mean by good work-life balance? You close work at 5 o'clock, 5:30, depending on the kind of job you have, guys. Like the rude shock or the rude awakening I got, if you're new to my channel, I studied in Russia. So in Russia, we get like shopping malls close like 10 p.m, right? Imagine my shock when I came into Australia and I found out that 5 o'clock, 5:30, everywhere is closed, like they are done, apart from restaurants and all those like clubs and pubs and all those things. But you see, like shopping center, if you want to go and buy cloth or some things, right, they're closed 5 o'clock, 5:30. Everybody has gone to their house. Like That's it. So when I say there's good work-life balance, it doesn't matter where you're working, whether it's retail or except you have like a shift job. Even with that, you know, you work a few days on and a few days off. So there's actually a good balance, right? So yeah, they close the mall at 5:30. In my city, there used to be like a late night where it's like one day a week they close at 9 p.m. But they stopped it even before I moved here. So I've been here in my city about 3 years now, and that has never happened. Okay. So yeah, everywhere is closed. If you go out, if you are like, oh, I want to go and get some clothing items or just something, they're closed. But you know, places like pharmacy, like grocery stores, they stay open till a little bit late. A few stores like Kmart open like till 10, or some of them are 24 hours, but those, there are not many that stay open that late, right? So yeah, there's good work-life balance. I would say they're also very family oriented, in the sense that, I don't know, like if your child is sick, there's an option to take like carers leave to take care of your family, or if your partner is sick or something like that, like work would give you the grace to like go and take care of your family. They don't make it feel like you have no right to exist, or you have no right to have a family member that is not feeling too well. So they're very considerate, I would say. On my list is Australia boasts of a very, very strong economy. It is one of the world's largest economy, and yeah, I'm not an economist, I don't know much on that, but I know like it's good living here, like standard of living. We'll touch more on that later on in the video and all of that. So definitely stay tuned. If you have watched up to this point and you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Have you not been enjoying what I've been talking about? You know, just, you know, subscribe, like, share, comment. All right. Moving on, the next we'll be talking about, there are good job opportunities here. I guess that would depend on your field of study, what you are studying and all of that. At the moment, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but unemployment rate is currently sitting at about 3.5%, which I would say is really, really, really good. Okay. So, but there are job opportunities. You just need to like apply, look for them, and yeah. So there are good job opportunities depending on your field or area of study. That point is year-round good weather. I cannot overemphasize this enough. For someone that has lived in a country where you get up to like minus 40 something degrees, right? Now imagine me coming somewhere where our minus is, it's not that deep. In my city, it's quite hilly. We're like an island, right? We're an island, not like we're an island. So I remember earlier this year, I went to Mount Wellington. It was like minus 10 degrees there, and that's up on the mountain, right? So below, maybe you get to minus 4, minus 5. I don't know, but it's not that cold. It's not too cold. It's not extreme. So we're not reaching minus 40, minus 50, you know, like places like Canada. I don't think like you'd survive there, but like you would take a bit of adjusting, right? Here in Australia, of course, there are places that still have like the cold weathers, but it's not that extreme. That is what I would say. Yes, so the weather is good. And another thing to note is when it's summer in Australia, it's winter everywhere else. Like the weathers are opposite. And when it's winter everywhere else, it's summer. So we don't get a white Christmas. We don't get white Christmas, unfortunately. It's summer in December here in Australia. So it's like sunny and shiny and the sun is out. It's really lovely. But sometimes I do miss white Christmas for someone that enjoyed that for like 7-8 years, right? But yeah. That is another thing to note. It gets cold, but it's not too extreme. You would be fine. Yes, guys, the weather is not bad. We have relatively good weather all year round. That's what I'm just trying to tell. Next is the healthcare system. I would say this, and I would say this for someone who has experienced both sides of the healthcare system, right? So I came into Australia on a skilled visa. So when I came in 5 years ago, the skilled visa I was on, I wasn't eligible for Medicare. So what we have, the healthcare thing that the government provides for citizens and permanent residents permanent residents and people that are on certain skilled visas, it's called Medicare, right? That subsidizes your medical fee by a lot. So when I came in 5 years ago, I wasn't eligible for the Medicare, and then I switched to student visa. I wasn't even eligible at all. And then now I'm on a different visa and I'm eligible for Medicare, right? So here's what I would tell you. For someone who has been on both sides of the coin, Medicare does definitely favor like the people that are on it because it saves you a lot of money. I remember one of my friends telling me she went to the emergency department some months ago because she wasn't feeling well, and they were like, oh, just for the doctor to talk to you as per just consultation, if you do not have Medicare, you're paying about $600. That's in a government hospital, right? So if you did go to a private hospital, you definitely pay less than that. For a one-on-one consultation, it will be about $120 to $150, depending on how long you're seeing the doctor for. That's if you are on maybe private insurance or anything like that, right? So imagine going to the government hospital and they're telling you for a consultation with a doctor, you are going to pay $600 out of pocket. So they would tell you beforehand, because they'll usually ask, do you have Medicare? If you don't, then you don't enjoy those benefits of literally not paying anything to see a doctor or paying very little, right? But yeah, so the healthcare system is good, but I would say it's good for people that are not on student visa or certain types of visa. So definitely check the type of visa that you are on and see if you are eligible for like Medicare. But if you're eligible for Medicare, it is really good. That is what I would say. Next, high standard of living. Standard of living here is really high, and Australians have a very laid-back lifestyle. Australia has one of the highest standards of living in the world, and at the same time, Australia is one of those countries that pays really, really well. If you are here and you're trying to find out, do they pay well? They do. The pay rate is really, really good in Australia. That is one thing I can tell you. It's like one of the highest in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really, really good. Yeah, you get paid really well for, it doesn't matter the kind of job you do. There's minimum wage and you have to get paid at least the minimum wage, all right? So standard of living is really high. Australia has a really laid back lifestyle. So I'll tell you something. The seasons I enjoy the most in Australia is between like December all the way to like April, right? That is when we have a lot of public holidays, like from Christmas to New Year to Easter and all of those things. They're all packed within those months. So we get a lot of public holidays, right? So yeah, Australians, another thing I'll talk about is cultural diversity. So when I checked, it said like since 1945, almost 7 million people have migrated to Australia. That is a lot. That is a lot of people. But yeah, it is very diverse. You meet people from all different walks of life. I've met a lot of different countries, people from different countries, and it's amazing to see how diverse the culture is. There are a lot of Asians, Africans, you know, even people from like US. You see people that have migrated here, US, UK. People actually come into Australia because the standard of living is really high and they pay really well. So you see people from all walks of life. I've met people from like South America, and I have friends from South America. So it's like, it's really, really good that you are able to mingle and meet people. Another thing I would like to say is Australians are friendly. Like, I would say they're cordial. They are cordial and friendly. Like, if you get lost, ask for help, someone would help you. If you need help with something, they are willing to help, right? So they are really friendly people But at the same time, there's like a bit of barrier. You have to, I don't know, your work colleagues do not automatically become your friends. You guys, like, you go, it's that thing where it might shock you, because to you it's like, oh, you know, the way as a Nigerian you have oyaya, like you relate well with everybody is your friend, from this to that to this to that. Yeah, so like coming here, like your co-workers, your colleagues are very cordial with you at work, but you realize that that relationship does not necessarily or exactly extend outside of work. It just, I don't know, it stays there. It finishes at work. It will take a lot for you to be like, oh, you have to put in the effort to be like, oh, I actually want to be friends with this person outside of work, you know, where we, you know, go out and eat or do fun activities together. You have to put in the effort. So don't be surprised. They are not shunning you, or they are not ignoring you, or I don't know how to put it, but I don't know. It just depends on where you've met people, right? But Australians are generally nice and lovely. They are warm. I will tell you that. They are lovely and warm people. Yeah. Lastly, to finish this video, right, we'll talk about the great outdoor, and like there's a lot of things you can do in Australia. You see my city, there's a lot of, I don't know if I'll say greenery / outdoor activities. There's like mountain climbing and all of those things. So as I was saying, like there are a lot of fun activities to do. There are a lot of beaches in Australia. But yeah, you would find something fun to do every day if you have the time and you're like, okay, today I want to do this, tomorrow I want to do that. You find something to do. So it is beautiful. That's one thing I can tell you. You know, sometimes I'm outside, the sky is everywhere, right? Maybe I'm not exaggerating, but like there are a lot of mountains in my city. Like it just takes your breath away. Like sometimes I'm just stopping and pausing and I'm looking in awe. I'm like, wow, God is really good. These things are beautiful. They look so good. So that's another thing to consider. There are so many fun activities to do, and it's just really lovely to live here, I would say. So lastly, like I know people will come for me if I do not talk about this, right? We're gonna talk about like snakes and spiders and all those interesting creatures that we see online that people have tagged to be Australian animals, right? I don't know, I see a lot of things online and I'm just like, wow. Like people are like, oh, there's snake in your house, or like animals are just walking around in the streets with you, blah blah blah. And I'm here to bust your bubbles and tell you those are all lies that were fabricated by people. It depends, I would say, except you are living in the bush, because what are you looking for? I have seen snake once here in Australia, and it was passing, and it wasn't in the city. I was on like a farm setting. Farm. Grass is everywhere. So I was on their territory and I saw it from afar. So it just moved away. It didn't come near me. That's the only time I've seen snake here. And it was from a distance. In Australia. Spiders. Do you not have spiders in your house in Nigeria? Once in a while you see it. I see spiders here, but it's not the big scary spiders that people have assumed, oh, like once they bite you, they kill. Like, why would a spider come that close to you? As much as you are scared of them, I would say they're also scared of you. So I'm here to bust your bubbles and tell you we don't have snakes or kangaroos just hopping around town, or spiders, or all those crawling weird animals, right? So no, unfortunately we don't have them on the streets. You might have like in my city we don't have kangaroos, we have what they call wallabies. You might have wallabies hopping. That's if you live the main area. Like if you are driving out of town, right, you could see them hopping around. But no, they are not in residential areas. They don't really come near where you live. Okay, so please, if you hear people saying that thing, just tell them to check online that information is not true. Okay, so yes, if that is one of the reasons why you are scared of coming to Australia, like, oh, wild animals are everywhere, I'm here to tell you that is absolutely incorrect. Okay, I don't know where people got that information from, but it's not true. Okay, so Australia is beautiful. Definitely think about it. So to answer your question, would I do this again if I was given the opportunity to move to Australia in the year 2023? My answer is yes. I think I'll do this all over again. Did I wish the process was a little easier? Probably, and that would be another video entirely. But yes, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. I would move to Australia again. I've really enjoyed the life I am living here. I've had a good life. I'm having a good life. I'm enjoying myself. I am thriving. I can say that. By God's grace, things have been good. Of course, like, life comes with ups and downs. Everyone has their fair share, but things have generally been good for me. Since I moved to Australia, living here has been good. It's been amazing. That is one thing I can tell you. But yeah, I hope that helps you make that decision, that very big decision of, should I move here to Australia or should I find other locations? Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you've watched up to this point, you are the real OG. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for always tuning in and watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. It goes a really long way. Please give this video a massive thumbs up if you've enjoyed it up to this point. Tell me what else I didn't talk about or what you'd love me to talk about, and I can make more videos about it. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hi baby girl, I'll see you all in my next video. Okay, bye.